This is the Louie T Network.
Who else could it be? Me, your man, Louie T. Welcome to Lockdown Coverage Week number 9 in the National Football League. Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. Boy, this was an ass whooping of epic proportions. I mean, just ass thrashing. Good old-fashioned, passionate ass whooping, getting your shoes cold and your damn hat took it. In your damn house. I remember there was a brawl in at the Orange Bowl a couple years ago. It was two Miami teams. Of course, the U was fighting some other team, like FAU, FIU, something like that. And Lamar Thomas was doing the commentating for the Miami broadcast. And he said, "That's right. You come in here disrespecting us, you should get your butt beat." Which you can't say that on air. But he didn't care. He's an ex-Miami alum. He played for them. He felt like they were disrespecting Miami. They needed to stand up for themselves. There was no fight in this Giants football team. If a team come into your house and disrespect you like this, the equivalent of what the Rams, they went into the Giants' house and slapped their damn mama in the face. Damn, her food so good, make me want to smack your goddamn mama in your crib, in your goddamn kitchen, and while I'm eating your goddamn mama's food. Utter disrespect. And the Giants sat back and did nothing about it. They were so meek. They were content with this ass whooping. They were like the kid on the school bus that knew their teacher called the house, knew mom was waiting for that ass at home. On the bus, looking out the window, thinking about how bad this ass whooping's gonna hurt. They were just at the mercy of the Rams. Damn, I'm about to get my ass toe up. I don't want to go home. That one stings. And I said this, I literally was going to go and find all the cut-ups of me saying this over and over again, every single week, saying the same shit over and over again. If this record gets out of control, I know that locker room. I look at that Giants locker room. There are a bunch of players that have the quitting gene in them. We saw DRC leave the team, get suspended. Janoris Jenkins, I don't know what he did, but I'm pretty sure it was character detrimental to the team. Okay? It was an act that was detrimental to the team because he doesn't want to play for a losing outfit like this. Odell Beckham Jr. would have been acting like a straight ass if he was a part of this. They got a locker room full of guys that breed quitting. When things are going well, it's great. It's New York. What's not to love? But when shit hits the fan, it's a lot of dudes that's like, man, I don't give a damn. I'm still getting a check, though. My check's still coming. Gonna hit my account. I'm still getting my direct deposit next week. But they don't give a damn. It's a number of guys I look at in that locker room, and I don't know any of these dudes personally. So I can't confirm nor deny this. But just looking at the way I saw them perform on the field, I saw dudes that didn't give a damn. They didn't care about saving their head coach's job. They didn't care about the product that they were putting on the field. They didn't care about the film. Did you see that 3rd and 33? Did you see Eli Apple bail on that play? Stand there like a deer in headlights? Oh, maybe I should go make a tackle. Maybe I could make a business decision. I'm still getting my check in 2 weeks. My check is still hitting my account in 2 weeks. Do I really need to hurt my shoulder for this? They look like a team that wanted no part of playing in a football game. Big ups Super duper credit goes to the Rams. Shout out to the Rams for busting their ass. You want to turn it over 3 times in the first half to lead to 17 points? Appreciate it. We'll bust your ass. You want to give up easy-ass touchdowns, 3rd and 33s? We'll bust your ass. You want to give up a 67-yard touchdown strike in which the corner doesn't run, nor the safety run with the wide-ass open wide receiver? Good. We'll bust your ass. You want to give up a block punt? Good. We'll bust your ass. And we'll do it in 3 quarters. We'll sit all our dudes for the entire 4th quarter. Todd Gurley didn't even see the field in the 4th quarter. That's how bad this one got. It was 27-10 at halftime. It was 41-10 after 3 quarters. The Giants were pathetic in this game, and the Rams were damn good. Jared Goff carved them up. Todd Gurley ran all over him. Tavon Austin finding and carving out a role in this offense, and Sean McVay is making it all work. Boy, he got them boys out there tap dancing. Tap dancing. He's the maestro. These two teams are going in vastly opposite directions. Couldn't be going further to the furthest end of each spectrum. One team is balling out for a first-year head coach, turning it around, young quarterback, young running back, everything coming into full view for that team. Sky's the limit. And on the Giants' end, they're ready to quit on their head coach. The quarterback looks like he's seen much, much, much better days. Their running back fumbling the football. Defense quit. Players quitting. Offense is anemic. Special teams stinks. Missed a field goal. Had a punt blocked. It's bad. I mean, it's bad. Sometimes it's just bad. Tell them, Jill. It is what it is. It's not going to get much. And I told you this after week 3. When they started 0-3, I said, if they don't win against Tampa Bay, and I think Tampa was week 4, I said, if they don't win this game, shit's going downhill fast. And they're going to start finger pointing. Guys are going to quit. And Ben McAdoo is going to lose the locker room because he is a clueless head coach. And when they asked him in the press conference, what'd you say to the team at halftime? Huh? If you don't get his ass out of there, somebody go get his ass. You fired Tom Coughlin for him? I'm off of that, man. I'm done with the Giants. I ain't got nothing to say about them. Let's talk about the Rams quick, man. This was dominant. This was beautiful to watch. This was poetry in motion. Okay, Jared Goff is playing at an extremely high level, which I knew he would because I know Sean McVay. If I don't know anything else, I knew what Sean McVay was going to bring to the table. Jared Goff looks like a new man. I'm not surprised. Todd Gurley revitalized because Jared Goff is revitalized because this offensive line is revitalized. Okay, Todd Gurley looked good in this game. He scored a couple of touchdowns. Robert Woods was maybe arguably the best skill position acquisition they had in the free agency period this year. I love Todd. I love what Samuel Watkins brings to the table, but the guy that they go to in critical situations has been Robert Woods, and he's delivered 2 touchdowns in this game. Cooper Kupp continues to make big plays, was wide open on a bootleg. Goff was able to escape the pocket, find him wide open. The tight ends, they're starting to dominate, and I know Sean McVay loves himself a good tight end or two. Tyler Higbee with the first touchdown of the game. Gerald Everett continues to make big plays for this offense. I really like what they're doing at the tight end position. I just like what they're doing overall as an offense. They've got it clicking on all cylinders. And I just love the fact that they can go on the road and put 51 on the skull of an inferior team and do it like it's nothing and be done with them after 3 quarters. Defensively, they got after the Giants, forced 3 turnovers in the first half, got to Eli, forced the football out of his hands, forced fumbles galore. Those turnovers turned into points. They ran away with this game defensively. Tremaine Johnson with a pick of Eli Manning on a beautifully read play. Eli was confused. He didn't know if it was man 2 or if it was cover two. He didn't know what the hell was going on. And Tremaine read him like a book, picked it off. That led to more points. Just a dominant performance by the Rams in this football game on all sides of football, including special teams. Blocked a punt there. Farrell Cooper coming alive on special teams. He had a nice little reverse. Hey, I'm going this way. No, I'm not. I'm going to spin and turn back around down the sideline. Punt return for a nice piece of change there. They just got it going right now. Tavon Austin, I knew he would figure it out, but I told you at the beginning, Sean McVay has no idea what to do with Tavon Austin. He's never seen a player, nor had a player quite like Tavon Austin and his skill set. He's figured it out. Okay, we're going to get him out on the perimeter, out on the edges with sweeps, tosses, jet sweeps. We're going to get him out on the perimeter. We're going to get blockers out in front of him, and we're going to let him do what he does best, create in space. And he's been dynamic for them in that role as essentially an extra back for them out of the backfield. Just tremendous utilization of a weapon. And they just got it going on right now. And I still don't think they're going to win the division. But we gave you an early Christmas gift from the Redskins to Sean McVay with love. Okay? Redskins gave you a Christmas gift. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but we gave it to you. We wrapped it up nice, and we gave you a shot. Now, you got to find a way to go to Seattle and win. Because if you don't, all they have to do is finish tied with you this year because they'll own the season sweep over you, so you can't finish tied with them. So even though you're up in the division right now, I still think you're going to lose this division to Seattle because I think they're going to sweep you. But that being said, you keep playing this brand of football, and you've got a much easier schedule than Seattle does, and you're, to me, a better offensive team than them, maybe even better defensively too. You should have beat them the first time. Let's be frank. Took them 27 turnovers to beat you like 13-10, but they beat you. So now you got to find a way to go back and do the same thing to them. Can you do it is the question. But we wrapped you up an early Christmas gift. We put it under the tree, and it's signed from the Redskins to our guy, Sean McVay. Merry Christmas. You get this win, though. Dominant fashion, 51-17. I don't think we've seen an ass whooping the likes of this all season long. We've seen some ass whoopings. We've seen a 50-burger before. Texans whooped the Titans' ass. But I don't know if the Titans ever quit in that game like the Giants quit in this game. And, yeah, that Houston ass whooping, that was in Houston. They went to New York or New Jersey and whooped the Giants' ass in their house. Tracked mud all over the carpet, pissed in their kitchen sink, trimmed their pubic hairs on the Giants' pillow in the master bedroom. Just utter disrespect. The highest levels. And I loved every second of it. Rams are 6-2 after the win. Giants are 1-7. And it's going to get a lot worse in New York before it gets better. John Perez says, Jared Goff had a ball game and he and Gurley should both be comeback players of the year. Well, Jared Goff was never good to begin with to be comeback player of the year. He could get most improved player of the year. But comeback player of the year, yeah, Todd Gurley, to me, is by far and away ahead of anybody else in that category. And I think that is his award to win right now. If he wants it, he stays healthy. No one's going to come close to him, comeback player of the year, in my mind. But Jared Goff could be most improved player of the year for sure. Eagle Speed says, who wins the Tank Bowl between the Giants and the Niners? The Giants got another couple wins in them. I want to see what Jimmy Garoppolo looks like in a Niners uniform before I start talking about the Niners. Rodney Ray says, fans are talking about tanking on Twitter, shaking my head. Where's your pride at? I don't know. That's what fans do. They love tanking because that's going to save their organization. Yeah, right. Michael Thompson says, Eli Apple froze on that third and long play. Why do the Giants like drafting soft cornerbacks? I don't know. I don't know what the hell he was doing on that play, but that was despicable is what that was. Rodney Ray says, I love that the Rams kept running up the score. None of that mercy rule peewee stuff. Shoot, they should have scored 60 plus. Remember earlier this season they were mumbling about trading Goff. I knew they weren't going to trade him because I said Sean McVay's going to work magic on that young man. Pepe the YouTuber says, That's that giant shit. Is that a thing now? No, it's not a thing. That's strictly reserved for the Dolphins. Dark Fears Fire Gaming says, Louie, who's your favorite Ram? I think my favorite Ram is Todd Gurley. I just respect Todd Gurley and his game. But I mean, you know, Sean McVay's my guy. I think Aaron Donald is another dude I love, even though he can be a head case at times. I'd amend that. Aaron Donald is my favorite Ram because he's so dominant. He's so good at what he does. And after him, it'd be Gurley. And then I kind of like LaMarcus Joyner too. He's small, he's feisty, he's tough, he's hard-nosed, he's physical. What is there not to like about LaMarcus Joyner? But in any event, Rams dominate this game. I told you I wasn't going to spend a lot of time on this game. It wasn't any reason to. Rams dominate. And I think they have a home date next week with Jacksonville, I think. Jacksonville or Cincinnati. One of those two teams. Either way, it's a winnable game at home. Take care of business. Do what you're supposed to do. Right? For the Giants, who cares who they got next? Who cares? Doesn't matter. They stink. I hope they lose the rest of their games. They're despicable right now. And losing the rest of their games would mean they lose twice to the Redskins, which I don't give a damn what they do in the rest of their games. Just make sure you don't show up for the Redskins games. Okay? Do me a favor. Give me this same type of effort. Keep this same energy when you see the Redskins on Thanksgiving night. And I think we got y'all the last game of the season too in New York. Keep this same damn energy when you see the Redskins. Both times. Keep this same damn energy. Don't try to turn it up for the Redskins. F that. Same energy. Rams get it done 51-17. They're 6-2 on the season. And with the Seattle Seahawks loss on Sunday, they now have sole possession of first place in the NFC West division. We'll see if they're able to keep first place until they match up with the Seahawks again later on down the road. It's going to do it for lockdown coverage. Got two more games to break down. Falcons at Panthers and Arizona at San Francisco. That'll be coming a little bit later down the line. But stay tuned to the Louie T Network for lockdown coverage as we continue to wrap up week number 9 in the National Football League. I'll be back a little bit later on with those two games, so don't you go anywhere. I'm your man, Louie T, covering the National Football League like a blanket. I'm signing off, but not for too long. Don't you go too far. I'll be back. Have a good one.